When I'm with you, it's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world.
Hello Lee Chapel. This is a short video that we're producing to help parents and children see what we have done in response to the government's guidelines and to show you what we have done to prepare for your children's return. The children from early years, reception, year 1 and year 6 will be welcomed back to school very shortly, and we want to share with you the measures we have taken to ensure that your children are safe. What I'm planning to do is to take you around the school and show you the various changes that we have made in response to the government guidelines and also in response to our own risk assessments, which have been done to ensure the safety of your children and my staff. We have used the advice of the government and we've also used the advice of experts. We have followed every piece of information out there, as I'm sure you have too. But one of the things that we have used in making our arrangements is use the experience that schools across the world have had who have come out of lockdown. And we've used their advice to make sure that we are as safe as we possibly can be. Welcome back inside the school's reception office, which is very different from what you would normally see in terms of there's nobody here. And as part of our social distancing, I'm asking you to please keep your visits to the school office to an absolute minimum. You can contact my office staff via email, telephone, and you can do the same with teachers. If you need to speak to a teacher, please email or telephone the office and they will make an appointment for the teacher to give you a call. I really think this is the most important thing you can do for us, and that is to keep your social distance. We're here for you. We will do everything we can to make this reintroduction into school as smooth as possible, but we really need to keep a social distance. Thank you.
It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful.
One of the other areas where children will notice differences is in the dining hall, where we need to continue to ensure that children and staff follow social distancing measures. We've implemented a system of crosses and smiley faces on the chairs, so the children know that they can sit on a smiley face without being too close to their friends. And we think this system will be a fun and easy thing for the children to follow. We also have a one-way system in and out of the dining hall to ensure that children are not too close to one another and staff. All these measures are there to ensure that children and staff are safe. Cleanliness and hygiene are paramount in school, even more so during the present climate. Hand washing is the most effective way to keep children safe. On entry to school, all children will wash their hands. They will then be washing their hands at various points throughout the day, including before and after meals. There are hand sanitisers in every classroom. The school has purchased gallons of liquid soap and hand sanitiser, which has, together with the school's robust cleaning regime, kept all the children and staff safe and virus-free. So here we are in the foundation stage, which doesn't look a lot different until you start looking around and seeing that we have social distancing spots on the carpet. These are there to ensure that the children don't sit too close to one another when they are being taught. There will also, following government guidance, be only 15 children per class. This will enable us to easily ensure that social distancing is maintained by the children. To prevent children sharing resources, every child will have their own pot of resources. They will have a pencil, crayons, anything they need for the day will be separate and only for them. It will have their name on it so that they know they're their resources to use throughout the day. At the end of the day, these resources will be sanitised, ready for the following day. Any resources that we have out for the children, such as books, will be used that day. Then they will be sanitised and then stored to come out the following week. Nothing will be used every day because it's important that we sanitise and store resources. Welcome to the foundation stage outside play area, an area that we will continue to use, but in order to make it safe for your children, we have staggered playtime and lunch times, so the children will have an allocated time out here in their social bubbles to be able to enjoy the play equipment and resources outside, which is an important part of their day. An important part of keeping your children safe is to ensure that we have a robust system of using equipment, sanitising and storing. And we've worked this out so that we're able to do this whilst still able to enable your children to use as much of the equipment that they know and love as possible. We will also be staggering drop-off and pick-up times in order to keep you and your families safe. And we ask that you try as ever possible to adhere to those times. So if your time is to collect your child at 2:50, could you arrive promptly, wait behind the yellow line, where your child then will be passed to you by the class teacher. We ask that you observe those social distancing measures to keep us all safe. Welcome to Year 1. So this is a typical classroom in the infants. The door is held open in order to ensure good ventilation, as are the windows. All the tables are set out separately for the children. There are 15 tables here for the children. Their own individual resources are on their table ready for them, and there is a very strict regime of washing, sanitising and keeping all the resources absolutely pristine for your children. This is a typical classroom, as I said. Every classroom in the school is set up in the same way, and we have the same hygiene regime for each class. The classes are cleaned first thing in the morning at 5:30 before the children arrive, so the cleaners work from 5:30 to 8:30. They are then cleaned at lunchtime while the children are at their lunch, and then they're cleaned at the end of the day. And throughout we are using the sanitisers recommended by the government, and we are very confident that these will do the job for us. In fact, we are so confident with the measures that we've put in place. Not a single member of staff or pupil has been ill the whole time the school has been open. We've been open for the last 8 weeks, and we've been really pleased with the measures we've put in place. So we feel confident that we are ready to roll out these measures for all the children that are coming back to school. In order to support parents and children with social distancing, we've introduced a one-way system in and out of the school. We ask that you follow these measures and follow 2-metre social distancing guidelines as well. You will be asked to drop your children off at a yellow line and not to step over that line. There will be staff there to greet them and to make it as smooth as possible for you. Again, we ask that you follow the times that we've asked you to drop and collect your children. Thank you. This is the Year 1 drop-off and collection zone, and there will be 2 members of staff standing here in the morning, and we ask that you come here, drop your children off, and then you'll go round the one-way system to go out. What we're asking is that parents don't try and go up the ramp and up to the Year 1 area, because it is impossible to social distance in such a small area, and we only want the children to enter their doors. I promise you the children will be absolutely safe. The 2 members of staff are Mr. Proctor and Miss Briley. They will be there to welcome your children and there to help you at the end of the day.
Good morning, children. If you'd like to leave your children by here and exit through the car park. Have a good day.
And actually, what we'd like you to do is drop and run. And if you can do that, you're helping us amazingly. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it has given you an invaluable insight into what our school will look like when your child returns. I hope it has reassured you regarding the measures we have put in place to ensure that social distancing rules are followed and that your child is kept safe. Whilst I appreciate that your child's safety is your #1 concern, I sincerely hope that this video has reassured you that we are ready for their return, that we have implemented the guidance from the government and experts, and that we have thought about every aspect of your child's welfare and safety. Now, collectively, we really do need to get back to educating your children, and I promise you it will be an environment of love and fun, and they will come out with a great big smile on their face and be happy and healthy. Thank you. I very much look forward to seeing you very soon.